Welcome to Module 2, Lesson 1, Understanding the Occupational Health and Safety Management System Standard. Today, we will understand how the ISO 45001 standard supports organizations in creating safer workplaces. ISO 45001 is a globally recognized framework for improving safety performance. It helps organizations shift from reacting to incidents to preventing them before they occur. ISO 45001 follows a high-level structure known as Annex SL. This structure is shared with other ISO management system standards. The purpose of ISO 45001 is to ensure that safety becomes part of everyday business operations. Let's now explore the key components, known as clauses, of the standard. Clause 4 is about understanding the organization and its context. This includes identifying external factors such as legal requirements and industry expectations. It also includes internal factors like resources, culture, and organizational priorities. This clause also requires identifying the needs and expectations of workers and other interested parties. Clause 5 focuses on leadership and worker participation. This clause emphasizes that top management must show commitment to health and safety. Leaders must establish policies, set clear expectations, and allocate necessary resources. Worker participation is equally important in creating a strong OHS culture. Workers must be involved in hazard identification, decision-making, and improvement processes. Clause 6 covers planning for the OHS management system. Organizations must identify hazards and assess the associated risks. They must determine the appropriate controls to eliminate or minimize risks. This clause also requires setting measurable objectives for improving safety performance. The planning process also includes identifying opportunities for improvement. Clause 7 focuses on support. This includes ensuring that the organization has the right resources for effective OHS management. It includes workforce competence, training, communication, and awareness. This clause also covers maintaining documented information and keeping accurate records. Clause 8 addresses operational planning and control. This is where the organization puts its plans into action. It includes developing safe work procedures and managing processes that affect health and safety. Contractor management is included to ensure external workers follow the same safety standards. Emergency preparedness and response are also part of this clause. Clause 9 covers performance evaluation. Organizations must measure and monitor their OHS performance regularly. This includes inspections, audits, investigations, and incident reporting. Management reviews are required to evaluate the system's overall effectiveness. This stage identifies strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. Clause 10 focuses on improvement. Organizations must take action to correct problems and prevent them from recurring. This includes identifying root causes and implementing corrective actions. Continual improvement ensures that the OHS system remains effective and responsive to change. All of these clauses work within the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. In the plan stage, organizations identify hazards, assess risks, and set safety objectives. In the Do stage, they implement processes, controls, and training. In the Check stage, they monitor performance through inspections, audits, and reviews. In the Act stage, they apply corrective and preventive actions to improve the system. The PDCA cycle ensures that ISO 45001 is a continuous, evolving process. It helps organizations stay proactive and updated as new risks emerge. It makes health and safety management an ongoing responsibility instead of a one-time effort. ISO 45001 is more than a certification. It is a pathway to building a safe, healthy, and resilient workplace. In the next lesson, we will explore how organizations implement ISO 45001. Stay connected with us. Thank you.